So let's talk about the history of swimming. Swimming in recreation and sports, the propulsion of the body through the water by combined arm and leg motions and the natural flotation of the body. Swimming as an exercise is popular as an all-around body developer and is particularly useful in therapy and as exercise for physically handicapped persons. It is also thought for life-saving purposes for activities that involve swimming. See also diving, life-saving, surfing, synchronized swimming, underwater diving, and water polo. Who invented swimming? So no one person invented swimming, and swimming itself started with the very first human sport. However, the National Swimming Society gets a lot of credit. They held competition in Britain in the early 19th century. In 1873, John Trudgen invented a new swimming stroke named the front crawl. The front crawl eventually became what is known as the freestyle today. The freestyle is now the fastest and most easy stroke. Archaeological and other evidences show swimming to have been practiced as early as 2500 BCE in Egypt and thereafter in Assyrian, Greek, and Roman civilizations. In Greece and Rome, swimming was a part of martial training and was, with the alphabet, also part of elementary education for males. Captain Matthew Webb was the first man to swim the English Channel between England and France in 1875. Using the breaststroke technique, he swam the channel 25.26 miles or 34.21 kilometers in 21 hours and 45 minutes. His feat was not replicated or surpassed for the next 36 years until T.W. In 1539, Chairman Nicholas Weinman wrote what is believed to be the first instructional book on swimming, outlining the breaststroke technique, and in England by 1587, Cambridge fellow Everand Digby produced his own work which illustrated the backstroke and crawl in addition to breaststroke.
Second is swimming equipments. So I will show you the swimming equipments. There are many things that can swimmers use. So swimmers use all kinds of swimming tools for their pool training session including snorkels, pool buoys, rubber bands, hand paddles, kickboards, and fins. If you're a new triathlete or novice swimmer, you might wonder how these equipments get incorporated into workouts. The biggest advantages of using equipment are the ability to mix up your training all while working, improving technique efficiency, and increasing swimming strength. If you have access to training equipment like fins, paddles, or a snorkel, you have an incredible opportunity to enhance the improving technique efficiency and increasing swimming strength. They add in seats, exercises with the functional training gear to maximize their overall fitness and strength. That means things like fins, pool buoys, and paddles at a basic level. Then add additional items such as swim snorkels to elevate your skills to the next level.
Third is, what is safety education in swimming? What is water safety education? In line with many other types of safety education, water safety is about equipping people of all ages with the right skills, knowledge, and experience to make informed decisions about their own safety and protect themselves and possibly others from situations that may harm them. The primary aim of water safety education is to prevent drowning, and it's a vital part of any aquatics program. Children will ideally start their water safety education at home, but their knowledge should increase greatly when they start dedicated swimming lessons. Make sure children know the depth of the water. Don't let kids dive or jump into water that is less than 9 feet deep. Don't chew gum or eat while swimming, diving, or playing in the water. Keep a first aid kit, phone, and emergency numbers near the water. Water safety refers to the procedures, precautions, and policies associated with safety in, on, and around bodies of water where there is a risk of injury or drowning. It has applications in several occupations, sports, and recreational activities. Next is there are swimming stroke. There are four swimming strokes. First is backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly stroke, and freestyle. Backstroke is swum in the back. It uses alternating circular arm movements in an above water recovery. The legs execute a flutter kick similar to the one used in freestyle front row. Head should be looking behind you. What is breaststroke? Breaststroke is much better cardiovascular workout than the other strokes. It helps strengthen heart and lungs while toning tight upper back, triceps, hamstrings, and lower legs. It helps to work and tone the chest muscles. Third is the butterfly stroke. What is butterfly stroke? Butterfly stroke is an undulating motion that combines arm movement and a built-in kick. The arm movement includes a pull, push, and recovery, while the dolphin kick involves a small kick followed by a bigger kick. You'll take a breath at the end of this recovery phase. Every few strokes. The butterfly stroke used only in competition differs from the breaststrokes in arm action. Lastly is freestyle. Freestyle came to humans pretty much naturally since it evolved from a doggy paddle stroke and its human instinct starts swimming into that position. Since our first reaction of being put into water is survival, front crawl or freestyle was the very first style of swimming that humans adapted and improved upon. After the first Olympics being held as open water swimming, after a few Olympics closed water swimming was introduced in front crawl or freestyle. The freestyle category of swimming competition defined by the rules of the International Swimming Federation, in which competitors are subject to a few limited restrictions on their swimming stroke. Let's talk about the history of the strokes. There are four strokes, so first let's talk about the backstroke. The history of the backstroke is an ancient style of swimming popularized by Yujiro Morningstar. It was the second stroke to be swum in competitions after the front crawl. The first Olympic backstroke competition was the 1900 Paris Olympics men's 200 meter. The legs perform a flutter kick similar to the one used in front crawl. Second is breaststroke. More than 150 years later, in 1696, the French naturalist and writer Maurice Stevenot published a book called The Art of Swimming. He first described a breaststroke technique that is very similar for today's. Consequently, he can be regarded as one of the pioneers of modern swimming. The history of breaststroke goes back to the Stone Age, as for example pictures in the cave of swimmers near Wadi Sora in the southern part of Egypt near Libya. Third is butterfly stroke. The history of butterfly stroke started in 1930s when it developed a style of swimming breaststroke. Swimmers and coaches began to realize that the breaststroke was quicker when a swimmer recovered their arms forward above the water, and all the arm technique as well as the swimming term butterfly was born. The International Swimming Hall of Fame credits an Australian Sydney Cavell as the inventor of the butterfly arm stroke, while others credit a German Erich Rademacher and still others say it was an American Henry Mayers. Lastly is freestyle, or the front roll. Otherwise modernly known as the freestyle, dates back on 2000 BCE to an Egyptian bas-relief piece showing the use of it. It wasn't until 1844 that the Western world was exposed to it in London during a race at the British Swimming Society. Australians credit Alec Wickham with the invention of the front crawl, aka freestyle, but some debate who was the first to use this style of swimming. Australians credit Alec Wickham with the invention of the front crawl, aka freestyle. So let's talk about the swimming basic rules and regulation. As a competitive swimmer, you know referees will watch you closely as you propel yourself through the water to make sure you're swimming by the rules. You spend hours practicing and perfecting your form every week, while endurance and form are crucial to your performance. You should also understand the latest rules to make sure your practice is taking you in the right direction. Stroke: arm movement must occur simultaneously and stay horizontal. Swimmers push their hands forward from the breast and must not pull them past the hip line. A swimmer's head must break the water for every stroke kick. Swimmers can perform from a single butterfly kick at the start and after each turn. My insight on how important engaging in swimming or recreational activity contribute to elevating the Filipino community life and health. Swimming is a great recreational activity for people of all ages. Recreational swimming can provide you with a low impact workout, and it's a good way to relax and feel good. As well as being fun, swimming is a great way to keep fit, stay healthy, and make friends. Swimming is a healthy activity that you can continue for a lifetime. It is a low impact activity that has many physical and mental health benefits. Swimming is a great workout because you need to move your whole body against the resistance of the water.